Hey guys, welcome back to this ADU build. I'm putting the mini splits in, 3 handlers on this build. It's way overkill. Per plans, it's supposed to be on this wall, but aesthetic wise, I don't think it would look as good. So I'm gonna put it over this window, which is on the south window, which is going to get a lot of heat from the sun, so it may not be as efficient. However, it's way overkill for this 540 square feet house, and this is a 12,000 BTU unit. And I also thought it would be way easier to put over here because my compressor is just outside that window. However, the way I did it, unrealized because I didn't pull these lines off the handler yet, but they are not in the same. They're not the same length for the 410 refrigerant, and so it gets straight into, when I put it into the wall, it's in the middle of the top plate, which obviously doesn't make it easy for the install because you got to screw all that in, make sure nothing bends, and it needs to be covered in insulation for sweating. So that took me a long time, 6 hours. I worked on that one day to prep it all to right there, and then that's what I got. Didn't even finish. So that was not a good way to do it. And the other two, I'm gonna obviously do them different. They should be easier, and I'll show you that. Okay, this is one of the bedrooms, and again, I'm gonna put it above the window. This is east facing, so it should be near as bad for radiant heat. Like I said, they say you shouldn't put them over windows, obviously, because it does make it difficult because of the headers. And you have to run them, which I thought would be easier, straight up, which didn't work on that other one. So now I'm gonna go out and then up. Well, that side actually, I'm gonna put the drain. So I'm gonna put the drain on one side, drain on one side, and the line set on this side. And instead of pushing the line set in back of the handler through the hole, I'm gonna pull the line set down through the plate and through here, and then I'll pull it through this way, through the sheetrock, the drywall, and I'll connect it that way. That's what I'm gonna try on this one to see how much easier it is. We'll see how it goes. For my line set running through the top plates, I just kind of made me a little jig here to put it exactly where I want it. And I'm gonna run a 2" 1/8, and it's just for the line set. I'm gonna run the drain on the other side. All the prep is done for the sheetrock. I'll have the drain on this side, the line set on that side. Hole there for the line set, and the hole there for the drain. I'll add insulation, and I'll install the brackets, and then go from there. As always, it's taking a little bit longer as I wanted. My power's out at my house, so I have to wait for electricity. There's a fire down the road to shut it off. But I need to plane. These aren't straight, so I need to plane that and the other side. I put a nail plate right here and a nail plate on the other side, and then I also made double holes here because it's just too much bending on the line set. So I think on the next one I'm going to try something different as well, and it should be easier because it's not over a window. And then I cut out the knot in there because it was just going to be, again, too much bending because of the roof line right there. Nail plates are on, and now we're going to give it a shot, see if we can get the sheetrock up and the cables pulled through. All right, it's all set. We'll see if we can actually get the handler up there and connect it with how I have the pipes coming through. And got my communication. It's gonna be on top of the drain. All right, got it. A huge pain in the butt. I do not recommend putting AC units over windows. It was just it took all day to do this. But I did get the drain line pulled The communication is in, and I was able to cinch up the line sets. I just have to cover the insulation, tape them up, and hopefully I can get that mounted on the bracket there. Jimmy rigged it with some ratchets just to hold it up and make it a little easier, but luckily that is my, well, I'm doing 2 windows, so I got this one. I still got to finish the one I showed earlier over here, which is going to be worse, but I already spent a day on that one. And then the one I'm going to put over here, I'm just going to go down the wall and then out. Going down is just going to be so much easier. That one's going to be so much faster than all these other 2 for sure. I'll let you know how that goes. Okay, the handler is in. I just got a couple wires I got to get in there. I need to go get some parts for that. I had to cut the wires because they got frayed and damaged somehow. I got the nail plates up there. I guess I got to still do that. Just a couple nail plates left. But the lines are in. The drain is in. PVC 3/4 inch out. I had the hardest time finding adapters for this. I don't know what everybody's using, but it's kind of ridiculous that there's just not a part they sell at Home Depot. Actually 5/8 plastic, I guess it might be PVC, elbow with a mel end here, and I just shoved it into the 5/8 Minisplit line. But I tested it and no leaking, so it should be fine. I already vacuumed all the lines. I checked for leaks. They're all over here, and all of them are good to go. No leaks in any of them. So they just gotta be, they're gonna be ran through that rough out box, which is kind of neat. It's about 5 inches by 10 inches. I'll drill a hole once the stucco's done and stick them all out for the compressor. But that one's, we're in as well. And just come out here, you can see this box here. Once the stucco's in, I'll drill under here and I'll pull all the lines out. It should look pretty good. It should look really clean actually, I think. And they don't really sell, nobody really sells stuff like that, and I want it to look clean and not just shove it out through the stucco and stucco around 3 line sets. So that should look pretty good. And yeah, that's the HVAC system here. Bosch. I found it on Craigslist, not Craigslist, either on Facebook or OfferUp. Brand new, unused, 3 heads, 27,000 BTUs, 1,800. So it was a good deal. Here you can, just one last thing, you can see how this went. It was really difficult the way I did this. Like I said before, I do not recommend going from the handler straight up and through the top plates. That is a huge hassle. So this one went really fast. I just ran it straight down, and as you can see, then I went through a stud and went back up through the top plate, and that was so much easier and faster. Again with the PVC straight down, again with this plastic fitting, which I again couldn't find a simple one of these fittings. I went to 3 different places to find that one, a straight one. But it's all gonna work. Should all turn out pretty good. And yeah, that's it.